Hello, my friend. In this video, we are discussing the company culture of WD-40 to illustrate why a culture of care is great for business. This is a clip from an interview we did with Chester Elton, the best-selling author of several books, including his latest book, Anxiety at Work. This is Business Leadership Today. I'm your host, Matt Tenney.
You know, I love telling the WD-40 story because the CEO, Gary Ridge, has become a really dear friend of mine. He wouldn't say, look, it was all because of me. He just wouldn't. And yet it really is all because of him. Gary has a wonderful background. He's an Aussie by birth. He's living in San Diego now. And when he took over as CEO of WD-40, they were a good company. You know, I mean, many people think WD-40 is part of a bigger group like P&G or something. They're not. It's WD-40. It's a lubricant, you know,
Right.
and amazing things. We've all got a can, you know, that blue and yellow can with the red cap. We've all got one.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Well, Gary comes in, and the story we tell about him that is so wonderful is in the last recession, 2008, you know, he's touring his various facilities, and his people are coming up to him and they say, hey, Gary, are you okay? And he goes, yeah, no, I'm fine. He goes, no, really, Gary, how are you doing? He goes, I'm doing fine. He says, it kept happening over and over again. Finally, he says, I get back to my hotel and I call my wife and I said, honey, do I give off like a sick vibe? Do I look unwell? Right? And his wife said, Gary, they're not asking, are you okay? They're asking, are we okay? As a company, are we okay? And then he uses one of those great expressions. He said, and at that moment, I decided we're not going to waste a good crisis, right? we're gonna double down. Everywhere where people are going, they're hearing about the horrors and the bad news. When they come to WD-40, they're going to hear about hope. So we were in good financial situation. We're going to double down on research. We're going to double down on our people. We're not going to lay anybody off. Now, we may not be hiring because of the downturn. We are going to get ready so that when things turn around, and they always do, we're going to be ready. Well, he talks about his culture as being a tribal culture. We're not coworkers. We're not teammates. We're not associates. We're of the same tribe, because in a tribe, it's deeper. There's an emotional connection. We look out for each other. We cheer for each other. We protect each other. And it's really interesting because in that culture of caring, things really took off. You know, when you look at engagement scores, he has a 99% engagement score at his company,
Oh
which
my
is
gosh.
big. Oh yeah, I mean, the average is what, like 28% or something. Proud to say that you work at WD-40. Again, it's in the high 90s. And, you know, when 2010 rolled around, you know, they went from, you know, $250 million company. Well, 12 years later now, right? Their market cap is like 3.5 billion.
Oh my
They're an
gosh.
international, I mean, the exponential growth. And if you talk to Gary, it's all about their culture. Now, I will give you a little quiz here, Matt. See how WD-40 savvy you are.
Okay.
What does WD-40 stand for?
I don't know. I actually never looked that up, Chester.
Yeah, I mean, WD-40, we all know what it is. It actually stands for water displacement 40th formula. So their history is their founders literally were mixing different, you know, potions in bathtubs, right?
Right.
And it took them 40 tries. So this is what's really key, I think, to a culture of caring. Gary says, we don't make mistakes at WD-40. We have learning moments. He said, you know, we didn't make 39 mistakes. We had 39 learning moments to get to that 40th formula that made all the difference. Well, in a culture of caring, if I'm not worried about making mistakes, if I'm looking at them as learning moments and calling people and say, hey, look, this didn't work. How do we fix it? Anxiety goes down, stress goes down, innovation goes way up because you're not afraid of making a mistake.
Right.
And that's part of that tribal culture. We solve problems together. We care about each other. We protect each other. Isn't that wonderful?
That's amazing. So I'm going to go out on a limb here, Chester, and guess that you are a proponent of the idea that if we have a culture where people actually care about each other,
it's not just the right thing to do. It's actually pretty good for business. Right?
Yeah, no kidding. And if you ever needed a case study, it's
Yeah.
WD-40. And by the way, in our research around gratitude that we published in our book, Leading with Gratitude, case after case bore that out. I mean, we have a dozen case studies of caring cultures that have extraordinary results.
We hope you found this video valuable. If you did, please hit that like button so this video can help other people too. We love getting feedback, so please leave a comment below letting us know what you found most helpful in this video. If you'd like to listen to the entire 30-minute interview, please visit businessleadershiptoday.com. The link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to see more videos like this one, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and opt in for notifications. Until next time, I wish you great success building a world-class organization that makes a positive impact in the lives of team members and in our world.